The Yalta Conference was an event that took place from February 4th to the 11th, 1945, in Yalta, Russia. Attending the conference were leaders from the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union, President Roosevelt, Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin. These leaders are three of the four countries who were established to be permanent members of the United Nations. The fourth would be China. At the conference, it was also decided that after Germany's surrender, the country would be divided into three sections, one for each of the main powers, and the same would be done to Berlin. The three leaders arrived at the conference with objectives that they all wanted to make known or accomplish. One of Winston Churchill's goals was to gain the right to free elections for the countries controlled by the Soviets. Though met with opposition, it was finally agreed that Stalin would grant the countries free elections, but it would later be found that he did not fulfill this promise. President Roosevelt also had many goals for the conference. One was persuading the Soviet Union to enter war against Japan with atomic bombs, specifically wanting the Soviets to take action because of the United States' inexperience with atomic bombs at the time, and Roosevelt's opposition to extra assistance from the British. To Roosevelt's relief, Stalin agreed to the request, but only after 90 days following Germany's defeat. The reason for Stalin's wait to attack Japan was to bomb them when they least expected it, catching them off guard so they would surrender quickly, which they did, surrendering immediately after the second bomb was dropped. Overall, the main decisions made between the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union were concerning the defeat and separation of Germany, the forming of the United Nations, granting free elections to the countries controlled by the Soviet Union, and the bombing of Japan. The Yalta Conference played an important role in how Europe would be following World War II, and is often overlooked despite all the decisions made during those 8 days. What do you think would be different if those three leaders had not talked over their situation? How would that affect you?